Hello, story lovers, and welcome. Today, we're journeying to the great African plains to share a tale inspired by ancient folklore. Once upon a time, under the vast African sun, lived a young elephant named Tembo. Tembo was, without a doubt, the biggest and strongest of all the animals, and oh, he knew it. He would strut around, his large ears flapping, feeling invincible. When the chattering monkeys tried to warn him about gathering storms, he'd simply scoff, "I'm too big to worry about a little rain." When the birds chirped anxiously that the river was rising, he'd laugh heartily, "I'm tall, the water can't touch me." In his mind, advice from anyone smaller than him was just background noise. One afternoon, the sky turned a menacing shade of grey. Dark clouds rolled in like a great, shadowy blanket, and the air crackled with a low rumble. All the animals, big and small, scrambled for the safety of higher ground. Even the tiny frogs, usually so cheerful, croaked urgent warnings from the riverbank. "Tembo, the river will flood. You must move." But he just dipped his feet in the swelling water, splashing playfully. "Ha, what's the fuss? I love the rain," he trumpeted, ignoring their pleas. Then, with a deafening crash, the riverbank gave way. A powerful surge of water exploded from the river, and the current swept the mighty Tembo clean off his feet. He was tossed and turned like a small log, trumpeting in panic. He tried desperately to grab onto a passing tree, but the raging water was too strong. It carried him far, far away from his home, deeper into the storm. When the storm finally passed and the moon peeked through the clouds, Tembo found himself in a place he didn't recognize. He was stuck fast in a thick, muddy swamp, feeling cold, scared, and terribly alone. He thought of his friends, the monkeys, the birds, the frogs, and a wave of regret washed over him. He wished more than anything that he had listened. Just then, a tiny bird with bright feathers fluttered down and landed on a branch nearby. "Do you need help, Tembo?" she chirped softly. Humbled and exhausted, Tembo could only nod his heavy head. The little bird let out a series of sharp, clear whistles. Soon, a wonderful sight appeared. All the animals he had ignored came rushing to help. The clever monkeys swung down with strong vines, the powerful hippos pushed from behind with all their might. And even the little frogs hopped in, doing their part to clear the mud. Working together, they pulled and pushed until, with one final mighty heave, Tembo was free. He stood on solid ground, his head bowed low. "I am the biggest," he said, his voice quiet and full of emotion, "but you all are the wisest. From now on, I will listen." And he did. From that day forward, Tembo became known not just for his size, but as Tembo the Wise. He learned that his big ears weren't just for show, they were for listening. Because true strength isn't about being the biggest or the loudest. It's about having the wisdom to listen and learn from others, no matter their size. Thank you so much for joining me for this story. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more tales from around the world. Until next time, listen well and stay wise.